Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Boost! I'm YouTube famous now, as if. I tried my best, but I guess my best wasn't good enough. That's what all the smaller YouTubers are singing out there today. YouTube, I tried my best. So this is kind of like a little bit of an open message to smaller YouTubers. And I just, I get it, I kind of do, I don't get it, I'm very confused. So let me just tell you what happened in my world, right? So last night at, let's see, 11:46 p.m., my friend Tanner sent me a text and he said, have you seen this? And it was an email that he had received from YouTube. I think a lot of people have seen this by now, and it said, what's changing? Under the new eligibility requirements announced today, your YouTube channel is no longer eligible for monetization because it doesn't meet the new threshold of 4,000 hours. What is so interesting to me about this is the grammatical mistakes that are made in an email by YouTube. Because it doesn't meet the new threshold of 4,000 hours of watch time within the past 12 months and 1,000 subscribers. As a result, your channel will lose access to all monetization tools and features associated with the YouTube Partner Program on February 20th, 2018, unless you surpass this threshold in the next 30 days. Accordingly, this email serves as 30 days notice that your YouTube Partner Program terms are terminated. So basically, in 30 days or less, you are evicted from the YouTube Partner Program. And, I'll be completely honest with you. Tanner and I are really good friends, and my first response to him was going to be, girl, it ain't like you're living off your YouTube savings if you're not having 4,000 hours a year, right? But I sat back and I thought about it for a second, and I thought, I can remember when I started on YouTube, and like I say in my videos, I always, very much like Atticus Finch from To Kill a Mockingbird, try to put myself in somebody else's shoes and walk around for a bit and see what it might be like from their point of view. And, we all start with 1 subscriber and 1 minute of a view. All of us, okay? I don't care who you are on YouTube. All of us out there start with 1 subscriber and 1 minute of a view on a YouTube video. We don't all of us start out there, none of us start out there with millions and millions of views. That's just not the case, okay? The Tana Mojos, the Logan Pauls, the Shane Dawsons, those people that have millions of subscribers, it took them little bit by little bit to get to the point where they're at, right? They were small YouTubers at one point. So I will say going into this attitude that other people out there are saying, and there's a lot of people saying this, that if you're smaller, just don't, like, there's no real point. I think it's total, absolute bullshit. I don't get behind it, not 1 second. Hey, I think we can all have our differences and still be friends, but I don't buy that, okay? I would never tell somebody to give up on their dream. I am not a dream killer. I would never tell somebody to stop what they're doing because something changes. What it means is, it just got a little bit more difficult. The winds have changed. We got to figure out a new way to be successful, and that's what I'm going to talk about in this video today. So after I read this, he and I went kind of back and forth for a little bit. He said, have you seen this? I said, no. Did you get that in an email? He said, yes, and then he said his friend did too. They have both made videos. I'm going to link their videos below. What was very confusing at the time that they got the email, first of all, you send an email, a termination email out in the middle of the night, but what was very confusing about it was what that meant. Like, what did they lose? Did they lose custom thumbnails? Did they lose analytics? Did they lose in cards and things like that? Because if you read the email, it simply says in here, blah, 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 blah. As a result, your channel will lose access to all monetization tools and features associated with the YouTube Partner Program. And those are some things that are associated with the YouTube Partner Program. So for all these people out there that have all these questions, rightfully so, it doesn't make any sense, right? So then I was on my Twitter and people were going crazy because Tanner had made this video and I retweeted it and I said, please go watch this. This is an important video. I think that, it's really important to the entire community of YouTube, not just the smaller YouTube community, not just the candle review community, not just the booktube community, but, to the drama community, to the makeup community, but to everybody out there, right? Because what this might say is, I don't want to start YouTube, and we're going to get to this, and I'm going to address this specific issue. I don't want to start a YouTube channel because there's no point if the message that is being sent out, which is not the message I want sent out, is that you cannot be successful on YouTube now. I do not believe that, okay? Because my fear is that somebody won't start their channel. Somebody that could be the next Amelia Farts or the next Joel Ritchie or somebody out there to me that is so fantastic, you know, the next Raw Beauty Christie that is putting out such beautiful, the next Trisha Paytas, the next Shane Dawson, the next Colleen Ballinger, anybody out there, you know, they all started small. And if we send the message out that you can't be successful, we might lose out on a lot of really talented people on the YouTube platform. And that's what really makes me sad about this. Okay, so I went in on Twitter, and all these people were tweeting about it, and so I went to this, what's her name, Lisa Welchel. Oh no, that's Blair from The Facts of Life. You take the good, you take the bad, you take it all, and there you have the facts of life. The facts of life. I had to get it in just once. I'm sorry, I had to. Anyway, okay. Susan Wadakata-Chiki, I don't even know how to pronounce her name, YouTube CEO. She don't know me. It's not like she's calling me up. How's the drama phone? This is Peter speaking. Hi, Susan. Oh my God, girl, how are you? You like my YouTube content? Oh, thank you. The fans? Well, sure, girl, I'll teach you how to flip a fan. Oh, you're working to protect my better interest on YouTube. Oh, isn't that sweet? How are you doing that? By demonetizing every video that I post, whether it's a booktube video, doing a review on the bestseller on the New York Times bestseller list, or whether I'm doing a drama video, or whether I'm talking about my mother's passing. That's how you're protecting me on YouTube. Not getting rid of problematic YouTubers that come to ruin people's lives. Oh, thank you, Susan. It really means the world to me. What a crock of shit. So anyway, let's get right into what old Susan has to say on here, okay? Susan says, we're passionate. We're passionate at YouTube about protection. She doesn't even know, Okay, we're passionate at YouTube about protecting our users, advertisers, and creators. Hold on a second to this message, okay? We're passionate about protecting our users, our advertisers, and creators. So oh my God, the grammatical errors. Can somebody hire YouTube an editor, please? Okay, so we're making some changes to help prevent bad actors from abusing a platform. Read about changes relevant to advertisers and creators. So I went into this So I went into this Google document and I read it, right? A new approach to YouTube monetization, January 16th. There's no denying 2017 was a difficult year with several issues affecting our community and our advertising partners. We are passionate about protecting our users, advertisers, and creators and making sure YouTube is not a place that can be co-opted by bad actors. Now, do you mean problematic YouTubers out there that are putting out bullshit in the world and they are flagrantly showing drug use, promiscuous behavior and trying to ruin people's lives? Or are you talking about smaller YouTubers that maybe get 30 views a video and are putting out really nice content and are doing things like the Cinnamon Challenge? I'm confused, but let's go on. We are passionate about protecting our users, advertisers, and creators and making sure YouTube is not a place that can be co-opted by bad actors. While we took several steps last year to protect advertisers from inappropriate content, basically they left the YouTube platform. We know we need to do more to ensure that their ads run alongside content that reflects their values. As we mentioned in December, we needed a fresh approach to advertising on YouTube. Today we are announcing 3 significant changes. Now I want to get into something before I say this, okay? I started a new channel December 1st. It's called Peterisms. Every day it is a motivational video, okay? I do not cuss on that channel. I don't say anything negative. I talk about living the best life possible. I talk about removing resentment from your life and making amends to people. I talk about stories of my life and how I've learned to be a better person. There is nothing negative about that content, and yet every video that I post gets demonetized. Every booktube video that I post, because I have a booktube channel too, every booktube video that I post, whether it's a book review, a book haul, of young adult books that I just got from Half Price Books or Barnes & Noble, no matter what video I post on there, gets demonetized. So I'm a little unsure as to how this whole thing works and whose videos they're really concerned about. And I'm a YouTuber that has 100,000 subscribers, and I'm like, holy shit! I can't believe I hit that, right? But I'm no million, 2 million, 5 million, whatever. By the way, thank you all good Judies out there that subscribed to my channel recently. Y'all made an old man's day. So anyway, stricter criteria for monetization on YouTube. After careful consideration and extended conversation with advertisers and creators, they didn't ask me. You didn't all call, Susan, you didn't call me yet. We're making big changes to the process to determine which channels can run ads on YouTube. Previously, channels had to reach 10,000 total views to be eligible for the YouTube Partner Program. It's been clear over the last few months that we need the right requirements and better signals to identify the channels that have earned the right to run ads. It's so ridiculous to me. Instead of basing acceptance purely on views, we want to take channel size, audience engagement, and creator behavior into consideration to determine eligibility for ads. Okay, so this is what you all need to know, right? They cannot police every channel that is out there. So if they do it based on analytics of channel views, the hours, they can do it that way, right? Because they can say, oh, this channel doesn't meet it. And until it does, we don't even talk about it. We don't even talk about it. But they can't police every problematic channel out there. So this is where they act like, oh, they're playing house is basically what they're doing. Because what they have to do is they have to get rid of a lot of the AdSense money that's going out there so YouTubers that are threatening to leave the platform can make more money because they're not making any money because the AdSense money of yesteryear is gone, okay? So what we're trying to do is we're trying to get less people in the pot that are going to get paid out, right? It's like you know when you do those basketball, y'all know what, I don't play sports, but y'all know what I'm talking about. The lottery systems, right? And then somebody wins $1,000 at the end, all that. That's why, starting today, new channels will need to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time within the past 12 months to be eligible for ads. We will begin enforcing these new requirements for existing channels in YouTube Partner Platform beginning February 20th, 2018. Of course, size alone is not enough to determine whether a channel is suitable for advertising. We will closely monitor signals like community strikes, spam, and other abuse flags. No, they don't. Not at all. I mean, let's just be for real. We know channels out there recently that have been striked a million times and they haven't done shit about the channel, right? Nothing. No pats on the hand, nothing. They haven't done anything. Both new and existing YouTube platform channels will be automatically evaluated under strict criteria, and we find a channel repeatedly or engrossingly violates our community guidelines, we will remove that channel from YouTube Partner Platform. Really? Really? Okay. I want to see that. I want to see. I'm a little bit of an evidence-based researcher, so Miss CEO, I'm gonna need to see some shit about that, okay? Not just talk. Because see, seeing shit is taking away the privileges for YouTubers that have been working for 5 or 6 years. They just can't build their channel because maybe they have to have three real jobs to pay their bills, and YouTube's their hobby, right? We'll get that in a second. The combination of hard-to-game user signals and improved abuse indicators will help us reward the creators that make engaging content while preventing bad actors and spammers from getting... Okay, wait. As always, if the account has been issued 3 community guideline strikes, we will remove that user's accounts and channels from YouTube. The combination of hard-to-game user signals and improved abuse indicators will help us reward the creator who makes engaging content while preventing bad actors and spammers from gaming the system in order to monetize unsuitable content. While this new approach will affect a significant number of channels eligible to run ads, the creators who remain part of YouTube platform, partnership represent more than 95% of YouTube's reach for advertisers. Those of you who want more details can find additional information in our help center. Manually reviewing Google Preferred. We're changing. Okay, so anyway, that's about it, right? And they don't go in there and talk about how they're going to protect anybody on YouTube. They don't go in there and talk about the fact that there are major, I mean, I just saw this about Logan Paul, and there are like a couple other YouTubers out there where there are change.org petitions being signed with hundreds of thousands of signatures on them to remove people from YouTube. And YouTube is like, what? Who? Huh? Okay, so here's a thought. Remove the problematic people from YouTube, and then you'll have enough money for everybody else. Or here's a better thought, and I've been saying this for months, okay? Be very, very careful who you watch on YouTube. Because every YouTuber that you watch that's problematic, that's putting ads in their video, is taking money away from smaller YouTubers that could grow. Period. So stop watching the problematic YouTubers, because YouTube's probably not going to ever remove these people from the platform. They just aren't, right? So the reality is we've got to stop watching the problematic bullshit out there, okay? That's why I talk about it. Now, I want to give some advice to smaller YouTubers out there. When I started YouTube, it was back in the day in 2011. Y'all don't know about this because I didn't privatize some of these videos. Not because I'm ashamed of them, because they're just corny is why, okay? But I would drive around in my car and I'd do stupid shit and have little conversations. It's very similar to my vlog today, right? But I passed, or I got offered or applied to the YouTube Partner Program back in the day when you had to apply to it. It made my fucking day. I felt like I was part of something bigger than me. I felt like YouTube was taking me seriously. I felt like I was part of the community, and it was awesome. And it was one of the coolest things that had ever happened to me at that time, okay? Because you know what? It wasn't like I had a lot of other hobbies going on, and it meant a lot to me, In the small capacity of which I was engaged, it meant a lot to me. So I understand why these smaller YouTubers are upset about this, and I understand that it's not about the money, okay? Because until you get to a certain point, it can't be about the money anyway, because you ain't making no money on there, okay? It's not like people are getting rich off of 30 views a video. But here's the thing, okay? This would be my advice to YouTubers, the smaller YouTubers out there, okay? Don't listen to people that say don't make videos anymore. Just don't. Don't listen to the dream killers out there, okay? But stop worrying about what you don't have. Stop worrying about the privileges that you don't have, and forge forward and try to figure out how you can be successful given the platforms that you have currently, okay? There are YouTubers out there. For the longest time, I've never made, customized thumbnails. I think you can still get them somehow. I know that there's like valid ways to get verified on YouTube and all this kind of stuff, but like my thumbnails were like, I didn't care. I was like, if you're going to watch my video, you're going to watch my video. You know what I mean? And don't let that bother you. Continue to make your videos. Be passionate about it. Be passionate about what you do. Ask yourself, why am I making these videos? Am I making these videos because I want to become rich and famous overnight? Because that ain't going to happen to most of us, okay? But I will tell you this. I am a fucking old man with an annoying voice that people remind me of on a daily basis, okay? And if this old man with an annoying voice can kind of make it on YouTube, so can every other motherfucker out there, okay? So don't give up. Don't ever stop. Continue to make your videos on a regular basis. Be proud of the content that you're putting out there, okay? Even if you're not making money off of it. Endorse one another. Help the smaller channels out. There are a lot of bigger YouTubers like myself that call out and shout out smaller YouTubers on a regular basis. If it hadn't happened for me, like if Trisha and Shane and other people out there hadn't shouted me out in videos, I wouldn't be sitting here right now where I'm at. And that's why I try to do it for other people. And I just noticed the other day that Jeffree Star said he was going to start shouting out smaller, beauty gurus or beauty influencers and things like that. And that's awesome, And what we should be doing is we should be embracing these people into the YouTube community, because that's really what everybody's asking for. I just want to feel like I'm part of the YouTube community, okay? So don't take a privilege away. If you're going to take a privilege away from me, at least still make it feel like I count, like I matter, that I'm part of the YouTube community. Don't send me some bullshit email at 12:30 at night when this is something I've worked on for a very long time. And I think that's what the smaller YouTubers are saying. And I feel for you, I really do, because I think that's crap. I think it could have been done and said in a much nicer way. And, I hope that this is not the direction that YouTube is going in. I think for all of us, we know that it's a business and all that kind of stuff. And you know what? If you want to be successful in a business, you got to play the game. That's just how it is, right? And so you got to figure out ways around all that. But if you love to make videos, the one thing I want to say in YouTube's defense is this. YouTube is a platform that does not charge us, okay, other than a percentage of the AdSense money if we run ads on them. They do not charge us to put out content into the world. It is a free platform. If you really do not care about the money, okay, if that's really something that doesn't mean anything to you and you're putting content out there, take a step back and look at the fact that YouTube is an amazing platform, okay, that you are able to upload content on 15 times a day if you want to, for as many people that you want to put it out there that will see it. As long as you work on social media and get this out there, it can be an amazing platform. What I would really like to see going forward in 2018, because there's been a lot of YouTube bashing, and I've done it jokingly in this video, but some of it I'm very serious about as well. You know, it makes me very, very sad where YouTube's focus is, okay? That doesn't make me pissed at YouTube. I love YouTube as a platform, okay? Even Susan, who I've never met and probably never will. But I love YouTube as a platform because it allows me to come on here, tell my stories, tell my truth, and share videos with everybody on a daily basis. What I would like moving forward, and I hope, okay, is that YouTube and all of us as creators can start working together to endorse one another, to support one another, to feel more of like a community or a family, so that we can all rise to the top. You know what I mean? But just because they have these new guidelines, which are very similar to the old guidelines that they had back in the day when I started, doesn't mean that you can't be successful. So don't ever let anybody be a dream killer and tell you that you can't accomplish all of your dreams. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.